The following film is presented in its complete theatrical version. It was rated R by the MPAA and may not be appropriate for children under 17.
It's okay.
The magician. You stop the magician, then the act is over.
We don't want to be like, we want to be respectful. Bigger week. Good focus by our team. Obviously, the energy, the purpose, the focus is there, execution. I said at the beginning of the week, we're bringing our own.
It's not going to be easy. We got to take it.
I'll leave it at that.
It's not going to be easy. That's how you want it.
I'm a Raider. Tell me the Raider. All the doubters, all the stuff they do.
Raiders game to play.
I'm gonna tell you something. That defense was all over Patrick Mahomes yesterday. It was pretty incredible to watch. Victory.
No, we believe. They know what I said. I will. We will. I believe. We believe. Goddamn, this is what the hell we do. This smoke talk and the talk on. The Raiders goddamn way.
What it do, Raider Nation. This your boy Dirty, live in the building on a Sunday night. Yo, 50 billion things on the face of the planet you could be doing. The fact that you allowed me to grace your screen for any amount of time is greatly appreciated. More than I could verbally express. I just came through to kick it for a minute, have a conversation, watch the Maxx Crosby podcast, and Gardner Menshew is hilarious, bro. I like this dude. I'm not saying necessarily that this dude is going to be the starter. We still have no idea what the Raiders are going to do. I'm sure they're just like anybody else that's in this poker game, you know what I mean? They hold their cards close, you know what I mean? Not letting anybody really peek over their shoulder. Rumors are rumors until they're not. That's how I look at it. There's a lot of rumors floating around. Some make sense, some don't. Being honest, some of them make sense, some don't. But, you know, that's what rumors are. You know what I mean? That's just what rumors are. But until we approach that, I'm going to just focus on what it is we have in the building. And what we have in the building right now is a quarterback that is hilarious. This dude is so down to earth, bro. And we're going to watch some highlights, some clips for educational purposes for those who may have missed it. You know what I mean? What up, Loon? What up, Raphael? Raider Romeo, my dude. What's good with you, man? Hey, Menshew is a real one, man. Menshew is definitely a real one. But just watching him, you know what I mean? Just watching Gardner Menshew's little I won't say little. It was about an hour, and I'm sure it was probably longer than an hour. You know what I mean? Hey, Zeus, what's good with you, man? You know what I mean? What's good with you, man? What it do? Watching some of, not even really watching some of it. I watched the whole thing because I couldn't turn it off. He had me dying. You know what I mean? He literally had me dying on half the shit that they was talking about, from kicking it with Uncle Rico, you know, for a little photo shoot that they did when he was in Jacksonville, living in his bus. Too Resilient, what's good with you, man? Blessings, you know what I mean? Hope all is well. It was hilarious to me to see, because you know, when you think about quarterbacks, you think of these guys that are like really outgoing, you know, talk a lot, braggadocious, you know, got the whips, got the houses, got the bad chick, you know what I mean? Al's Ghost, what's good with you, man? Blessings to you. But Gardner Menshew, just a real down-to-earth type dude, you know what I mean? You know, he talked about the Cleveland Browns, him being a Browns fan. That's his area, you know, where he grew up, kind of, you know, like Maxx is a Lions fan. I mean, they're Raiders through and through, but everybody has a team that they root for growing up. You know what I mean? It just so happened that Maxx grew up in the Detroit area. He was a Lions fan, you know. Minshew in that Ohio area, you know what I mean, ended up being a Browns fan. Jesus has a question, question Dirty, you think we're gonna get Jaden Daniels or Michael Penix? Jesus, I really don't know, man. I really don't know. You know, and this is something that I was saying, and the reason why I asked, you know, are the Raiders picking at 3? Bro, I really don't know, man. Just to be honest with you, I'm not against it, but I need to know what the price is before I say, yeah, go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not against moving up for 3, but what is it going to cost? Because some of these price tags that they have out here, it just don't make no sense. It really does not make any sense. You know what I mean? To give up that much. To go out and get a quarterback? I mean, it's a valuable piece. Really don't think you could go wrong with getting the Jaden Daniels. The question is he actually going to be there? That's the question. See, everybody keeps saying Jaden Daniels is like Jaden Daniels. Well, for him to be there at number 3, he would have to be the 3rd best quarterback, right? Like, because you know the other 2 teams getting quarterbacks. You know the other 2 teams are getting quarterbacks ahead of them. So, for me, and I've seen draft boards where Jaden Daniels didn't go in the top 10. You know, I seen draft boards where he didn't even go in the top 10. And it's really, you know, you can tell that they're computer generated drafts, you know what I mean, based on need, you know what I mean, not really based on how we look at it. Oh, this guy's this guy's that. Is, you know, the computer kind of breaks it down a different way, a different science. So it's tough. Anthony Estrada, what it do, man? What's good with you, man? Al's Ghost, what's good? Ray Love, my guy, what's good? Red Romeo says, do you think Minshew can take us to the promised land? Yeah. Yeah, I do. And I'm gonna explain to you why before everybody, oh, dirty, yeah. I'm gonna explain to you why. Cam Newton caught flack because he made a statement. You know what I mean? There's game changers and game managers. And he had this conversation with Warren Sapp because Warren Sapp felt slighted about his quarterback, Trent Dilfer. You know what I mean? He thought that when Cam said there was game changers, game managers, that he was throwing slight. But that's actually the reality. You have different styles, categories of players. You know what I mean? Raider Pete, what it do? Anthony, I see your question. Give me 1 second. Let me finish explaining the promised land, man, and I will get to you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave it right here. I'm gonna start so I see it. Raider Pete, I see yours as well. So let me finish this one real quick. So there's nothing wrong with being a game manager. Game managers win Super Bowls. Trent Dilfer did. Joe Flacco did. There's nothing wrong with being a game manager because they win. They do enough to not lose the game. I think that's what Gardner Menshew is. I think he's a game manager. He's not a game changer. He's a game manager. And he's going to do just enough to win and not lose the game. So, do I think Gardner Minshew can take the Las Vegas Raiders to the Super Bowl and win? Yes. Yes, I do. Honestly, I do. I think he can. And it's been proven by Baltimore. It's been proven by Tampa Bay. It's been proven by Chicago Bears. Like, when you have a monster defense, all you need is that guy that's going to do enough not to lose the game, bro. He's gonna do enough to win. If it's by 1, if it's by 50, he's gonna do enough to win the game. And I think if you build the trenches around a quarterback like him, I think you have the possibility of, getting to the playoffs, even winning some games. I mean, if your defense plays anything like it played the last 5 games, 6 games, man. If your defense plays anything like it played once AP took over, and you put a better offensive, you put a better offensive line out there, something with a little bit more cohesion, you know what I mean? Little bit less age, but a little bit more cohesion, a little bit more power, less mistakes. And a quarterback like Gardner Minshew, I don't see why you can't make it to the promised land. Honestly, I don't see why you can't. And for me, that's a win. That's a win for me. So let's take a little let's bring up this Gardner Minshew, and I'm using these clips for entertainment purposes. You know what I mean? Educational purposes only. I do not own the rights to the video. It is owned by Maxx Crosby and his partners over at The Rush. I'm just going through little bits of it, you know what I mean? And we'll talk about it. I think this one was this is where they kind of talking about the Browns a little bit. And yeah.
Yeah. What was it like when you had that decision, the call to come here to Vegas to join the Raiders? Was it a no-brainer for you?
Dude, so that was like, it was my first option when we were stacking it up. I think I was their first option. Like, as soon as free agency started, we made the call, and that was it, man. Couldn't have been easier. Couldn't have been more excited. Like, nah, that's it.
That's got to be nice for you, like, as a player. You don't even have to worry about it.
Love that. It's like I'm in Vegas.
Yeah. What was it like when you had that decision, the call to come here to Vegas to join the Raiders? Was it a no-brainer for you?
Dude, so that was like, it was my first option when we were stacking it up. I think I was their first option. Like, as soon as free agency started, we made the call, and that was it, man. Couldn't have been easier. Couldn't have been more excited. Like, nah, that's it.
That's got to be nice for you, like, as a player. You don't
see. So basically, I mean, can you hear? Were you able to hear it then? If the sound was better, let me know. If it wasn't, let me know. I'll try and turn it up a little bit more. But basically, you know, he wanted to be here. You know, he wanted to be here. And that's what I always tell you. When it comes to me, looking at players that are here, I want the players that want to be here, bro. I want the players that want to be here. And honestly, the game that made the Raiders really look at Gardner Menshew as a possible quarterback that could come here was the game they played against us. It was a game that they played against us. So, yeah, I do think Gardner Minshew can take us to the promised land. I'll stand on that. I'll never back down from that. I'll stand on that. Anthony Estrada, dirty everyone in the nation wants Jaden Daniel. Yesterday, I saw a comment. Jaden doesn't want to go to Washington. If he could wait until like 5th or higher pick, will take him nothing higher than 5. Well, here's the thing. From my understanding, there's only been one quarterback that has been able to dictate where he goes. And that's Eli Manning. Only quarterback he's the only player, truthfully, that I've seen successfully delegate where he's going to go. Now, Washington could always draft Jaden. They could always draft Jaden, right? And then Jaden, you know, he smiles, he walks out, he puts on the hat, whatever. And then behind the scenes, he'd be like, bro, I don't want to be here. I'm not going to show up for camp. Trade me. So then Washington gets on the phone. Boom, 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 boom. Who wants to, you know what I mean? He don't want to play. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? What are you willing to give? What do you want to do? Blah, blah, blah. Look, they could easily make a deal with us. All right, look. We'll trade you, Jaden, for your first round draft pick, but you got to draft this player. You draft this player, we'll make the trade happen. Hey, deals like that get made. It ain't often, but It happens. And the funny thing is, Eli said, I'm not playing for the Chargers. I'm not playing. I'm not coming to camp. I'm not coming down there. I'm not playing for the Chargers. Forget it. And that's when they made that trade for Phillip Rivers. Sent Drew Brees packing to New Orleans. Did the Chargers get a decent quarterback in Phillip Rivers? Yeah, they did. They got a dog in Phillip. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. They got a dog in Phillip Rivers. He could just never win the Super Bowl. That's no knock on him. I mean, it is, but it's not. I still have to respect him. I still respect the man and the way he played the game and how he played the game. I know he played for the mortal enemies, but I respect hustle. I respect hustle all day. As for moving up, I told you how I felt about moving up. It's either for one or nothing. You know what I mean? Why take the chance? Like, I think, all right, let's put it like this. If Chicago drafts Caleb, and Washington drafts Drake, then you get on the phone and make and have the conversation. All right, I mean, but if it doesn't work that way, then if you ain't trading for one, it ain't no point. You see what I'm saying? Because what if Chicago decides they don't want Caleb and they decide they draft Jayden? Then you would have traded the 3 for nothing. Because you might end up with a Drake May, which I don't think will fit here with the Raiders. I really don't. I don't think he fits in with the Raiders, man. I think he's not cut from the cloth that we're looking for at quarterback. So it's a tough one. Raiders Rebel, what's good with you, man? Salute to you. Blessings. Said he rolls his blunts too tight. Hey, I don't know what Gardner Menshew does, bro. But when he was up there in that interview, bro, he seemed like he's still in college, bro. And that's youth wise, you know what I mean? Not mentally, but like his persona, like he just like a real laid back type. Do you ever meet those old people? You know they're not in college, right? And they doing good in life and things of that, but their persona is just like happy, you know what I mean? Just, you know, outgoing, kind of like, you know, that's what he kind of reminds me of. Not saying that he's here and there, but he seems like a really good dude to hang out with. You know what I mean? He seems like a really good guy to want to have on your team, bro. You know? He seems like a really good guy to travel with. You know, so like if the team is traveling off to it, he seemed like he would be a guy that would just make that trip interesting. You know what I mean? And you gotta have guys like that, man. You gotta have guys like that. This guy, he plays with like a sense of dog in him, you know. He likes his nickname GardDawg, you know. He doesn't like little ass boy. I can't call him little, you know what I mean? But that clip, that shit was hilarious. You know what I mean? They talked about that, but I actually want to take a small little listen as to what he had to say about playing with Anthony Richardson. Once again, the These are owned by the Rush. I do not own these. I'm just using them for educational purposes and to talk about what was said, but I want it to be said from the actual person's mouth. I don't want to be over here, short handwriting, basically short writing what they say. So
What was it for you? What was it like being around Anthony Richardson? Do you think his future is bright in this league? Yeah.
Dude, he's got it, man. Everything, like, obviously everybody sees all the physical stuff. Like, he's like big, he's strong, but he's also like super quick and like gets the ball out fast, like, which a lot of big guys are kind of longer. Like, no, he's like super quick. RPO stuff's crazy. And also, like, he wants it. Like, he asks the right questions. He's in meetings, like, trying to learn. And I think that's half of it with anybody. Like, what guys like really want to improve, want to figure out what they're weak at to be able to address it. Like, I think a lot of guys try to avoid that and just end up never really improving. But I think he has the right mindset, and he won't have a bigger fan than me. And man, he's so excited to get back into it now. That, like, I think that hunger, that spark, is even more so than it was. Like, I'm excited to see how he goes into OTAs and really leads the team and all.
Yeah, no doubt. He's got all the ability. I mean, you watch him, he's freakish.
Yeah.
And like you said, he's not a big windy, like he launches that shit quick.
It's like you push, like he pulls it back and then you push fast forward. It just
lasers it across
the field. Next thing you know, it's on the other field about 85 yards away.
Yeah. But, no, he's definitely got all the tools. It's gonna be interesting to see how that whole deal shakes up.
And dude, the guy turned 21 like last summer. Like, he couldn't even drink when he's
baby.
drafted, dude.
No,
like, what the heck?
No.
Dude?
It was
Is it even
all
a celebration?
Yeah, right. I don't know. But nah, dude, he's got it.
There's other things. I'm curious because when I played in Cleveland, I got to play with a guy named Drew Stanton too. He was brought to a lot of teams because he's around 4 former first overall draft picks, like quarterbacks, right? So Carson Palmer, Andrew Luck, Baker. I'm missing one. I think if I'd say Carson Palmer, I don't know, but there's another one. Oh, Matt Stafford. So to you've proven you can play in this league and be a starter. You proved it again last year. I think you belong as well. Just curious though, do you feel like now the Raiders, it's kind of looking like they might take a quarterback in the first round, right? So do you feel like teams bring you in because you, one, A, are great for the room, and B, like just a great role model leader? Like, how do you take that and also still wanting to put your imprint and being a starter?
Whatever.
Yo, no cap. That right there was a great fucking question. Freddie Chavez, what it do, man? GardDawg, my guy, what's good with you, man? SoCal Sal, my brother, what's good? Robert Pinion, my guy, what's good, man? Blessings to you all. Blessings to you all, man. It's always nice to see y'all. Raider Pete in the building, my guy. Blessings to you. It's always a pleasure to see my day ones. Man, I love y'all to death. I appreciate y'all. As I always say, man, I do this for y'all. You know what I mean? So all questions, you know what I mean? I'm going to try and get to everything I got. From now on, I'm doing the Sunday Power Hour. You know what I mean? I'll be doing the Sunday Power Hour from now on. And like I said, it is what it says, the Power Hour. You know what I mean? I'm going to try and power through as much as I can within an hour. But that was a great effing question. You know what I mean? Because without a doubt, you would think something like that, you would be like, man, I'm always brought in and then I'm brought for another guy. You know what I mean? You got to think about it. He was at Jacksonville. You know what I mean? They got Trevor Lawrence. I think he was in Philly, or was he in Philly before Jacksonville? I think he went to Philly afterwards, right? And then they got Jalen, and then the Indianapolis Colts. And then they got Anthony Richardson, so now he'll be with the Las Vegas Raiders. Are they getting a quarterback? You know what I mean? Are they? I don't know. But I'm just saying. So let's take a listen to his answer. I'm gonna go back just a few seconds.
For the room, and be like just a great role model leader. Like, how do you take that and also still wanting to put your imprint and being a starter?
Whatever I got to do to keep a job, you know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Whatever helps get me in the building, like I'll help anybody. Like I want everybody to do well. Like to me, it's really not a competition between us. Like I'm against me. I'm trying to be the best I can be. So it's really irrelevant what you do. So I want you to do the best you can because that's more fun for everybody.
Amen.
You know. So I think, man, I'm down to help anybody. But obviously, I believe that I can play. I want to play. I want to win. And I think, you know, hopefully I have opportunities to do that.
Amen.
No doubt. No doubt. Well, coming from a
Man, and that's one of the realest answers you could get. You know what I mean? That is one of the realest answers you could possibly get. I like that. You know what I mean? I don't know if he plays golf or not, but that's kind of like a golfer's mentality. You know what I mean? I wish you the best, right? But I'm out here battling me. You know what I mean? I'm out here battling me. I'm out here battling this course. You know what I mean? Because the one thing that doesn't change is the course. Course does not change. The flag location on the green may change every day or every other day. It depends on that course. But the course itself, it doesn't change. It plays the same every week. Every time you come out to play, every day that you come out to play, the course doesn't really change. You know what I mean? The only things that the elements may change, but the course itself doesn't change. And that's what you're striving to beat. You're trying to beat the course. Well, in sports, you're always trying to better yourself. You know what I mean? It's not about what the next man has or does not have. It's not about what's in the next man. It's about what's in you when it's your turn. Look, I could sit back and coach you and blah and hoop to the lie and be your biggest supporter. But if you go down and it's my turn and I'm not ready, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. So I like when he says, hey, look, I'm going to go out here. I'm going to get everything I got. Somebody need my help. Fine. I'll help them out. No problem. No big deal. I'm here for the team. I'm here to win. That's what I want to win. And I'm going to do everything I got to do to win. That's the type of player I want. That's the type. Like I said, I'm not declaring him the starter. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if he's not the starter, say we do draft a quarterback, and that don't work out the way we intended, or he may just need a little bit of time, I'm not going to be worried about who's playing quarterback like I was last year. I'm not going to worry about it. I got faith in Gardner Menshew that Gardner Menshew can do enough to not lose the game. Or let me put it in a more positive term. I think he can go out there and do enough to win the game. I I really think a lot of our wins are going to come from the defense playing phenomenal football. But to bookend that, the offense has to put up points. And I believe Gardner Menshew is a quarterback who can go out there and put up points. Now, you can agree with me or you can disagree with me. You're well within your right to do that. You know, you're well within your right to see it in a different way. Got no issue with that. Matt Marinovich says GardDawg should start, let AOC sit and learn the NFL game a year or two. Let's see what he does. And look, I'm open to starting whoever earns it. That's how I look at it, Matt. I'm open to whoever starts that earns that starting position. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like just because we go out and draft Jaden Daniels at 3 that he should have to start. If he ain't ready, he ain't ready. That's just how it has to be. If he's not ready, he's not ready. And you have a veteran quarterback who can come in and kind of ease the transition until he is ready. I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm okay. You know, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna be upset. But I would if we had those other 2 guys here still at quarterback. I'd be nervous. But they're not here. And I've seen AOC. I'll be honest, I'm still not fully impressed. I'm not. I like some of the things I saw, and I disliked some of the things I saw. You know what I mean? So there's things with Gardner Menshew I like. There's things about Gardner Menshew I don't like. I mean, hell, there's things about Jaden Daniels I like. There's things about Jaden Daniels I don't like. It's called life. Nobody's going to be perfect. But all I need is somebody to come in here to complement this defense. I need a Trent Dilfer style quarterback, bro. I need a Trent Dilfer style quarterback, man. Give me one of those, and I'm good. You give me that Ray Lewis Baltimore defense with a Flacco style quarterback. I don't want Flacco, but a game manager, somebody who can do enough to win the game and not lose. I'm with that all day long. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. There was a question I started up here. I said I'm gonna try and get to everybody's questions, man. If I can, if you have questions, what it do, dirty, no JD. It was Raider Pete. What it do, dirty, no JD, in the plethora of O-line selections. We got to go best DT or best cornerback at 13, solidify greatness in the making. Okay, so I'm cornerback. Okay, cool. Defensive back, fine. D tackle. I'd rather get a right tackle, honestly, or a right guard. I'd rather get a right tackle or a right guard. You know, just a monster of a guy. I'm good. You give me an O lineman or a defensive back at 13, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. No cap. I don't really think it needs, I don't think you really need another defensive piece. I mean, it would be nice, but I said it before, bro. I think you could get a Braden Fisk in the third. Honestly, I think you could pick up Braden Fisk in the third. But that's just my opinion, man. You know, some people say he probably won't be there. Look, I get it. Everybody saw what he did at the combine. Flow numbers, oh, great, right? But when you turn on this film, he has upsides. He has downsides too. And those downsides are going to need a little polishing. So if you're taking him in the first, second, I'm going to tell you, you're going to feel like you felt when they took Tyree. Because he's going to show up. And trust me, I really do think Braden Fisk is going to be a beast of a player. But I don't think it's going to be right out of the box. Honestly, I just don't think it's going to be right out of the box. So, and I think he's probably right there. You know, I think he's right there in that upper echelons of defensive tackles in the long run. You know, so if they go all defense in the first 3 rounds, Al, I just don't know, man. I just don't know. I mean, I know defense wins championships. It's always said. And they could build a monster defense. They could. There's talent in this draft when it comes to defense. They could build a monstrous D. But the problem is if your offense can't put up points. You know what I mean? If your offense can't really put up points, that's going to be a problem. So that's why I think you get an O lineman or a defensive back at 13. Doesn't necessarily have to be a corner or a safety. I mean, it could be a hybrid. It could be a guy who can play corner and safety. I don't know. I mean, I think you need a number 1 corner. You know, truthfully, I think you need a number 1 corner. So that's just me. That's my thought. I feel like you have a good defensive front. You have that. Could it be greater? Yeah. But you just added a Christian Wilkins. You know what I mean? You just added a Christian Wilkins. You got a Kuntz. You got a Mad Maxx. Like, bro, your front line is fine. Let's just be honest. Your front line is fine. What's lacking, what could use some real stability right about now, it's the opposite side of the ball. Just being honest. And if you could add a piece like Braden Fisk in the third, I mean, are you really losing? You know what I mean? Are you losing? You're not losing. You're winning. That's a steal. That's a steal. And I think he's a day 2 guy. Just being honest. I love his numbers. When I sit down and watch his tape, I think he's a day 2 guy. And there's nothing wrong with being a day 2 guy. Why? Because you made it to the NFL. You were drafted. You got there, bro. It doesn't matter what round you went in. You went. So me, hey, look, I'm with it. Give me an offensive lineman, man. I like the defensive front, not against adding extra pieces to it, but I think that there's a higher priority, and I think the higher priority is the opposite side of the ball, right guard, right tackle. Either one of those, bro. You know, I got right guard, right tackle over defensive tackle, but I got a number 1, number 2 corner at the same level as right guard, right tackle. Sorry, I just don't have a lot of faith in Ja'Cory Bennett. I don't. Just being honest, I don't. So I'm not trying to shit on the kid. I'm not. I know it takes a little bit of time to jump to the next level. I think eventually he could be good and pan out. Just right now, from what I saw last year, I don't have the faith in him. You know what I mean? Because I ain't seen nothing else. He may have put in the work in the offseason, and he can come into camp flying like boom, doing his thing. But here's the kicker on that. He did that last year. You know what I mean? He did that last year. And when it got to regular season, didn't see that anymore. Yeah. All the ranting and raving that we heard about in preseason and in camp, didn't see it in the regular season. So hopefully the kid bounced back. Hopefully he does his thing. You know what I mean? Like, I wish him the best. As I said, I don't think anybody in the NFL is sorry or sucks or shit. I think they play like shit. They have shitty displays, but they in the NFL. Can't take that from them. They suit up, they get paid, they play the game. We watch them and we root for them. We talk bad about them when they do bad. You know what I mean? We try to put them on our shoulders and raise them up when they do good. You know? But hey, look, being a fan is like being a parent sometimes, man. Sometimes you just got to show tough love, man. Sometimes you just got to show tough love. All eyes, I'm with you, bro. I think he has the talent too. I think the game, I think when the regular season started, he got out there, that crowd, the speed, I think it might have spooked him just a little. You know what I mean? Speed ain't everything, GardDawg. Speed ain't everything. So, and that's why I always say speed, I mean, you know, you guys know I hate the fact that we drafted Darius Hayward-Bay because he couldn't catch, bro. He was fast as hell, but he couldn't catch, bro. He could not catch. He can never, bro. So many drop passes that I just was like, oh my God, this guy's streaking down the sideline wide open. Could just never catch the ball. You know what I mean? You know, just could never catch the ball, bro. So I'm a firm believer you could be slow, long as long as you know how to run. You know what I mean? Long you can be slow as long as you can catch, bro. That's how I look at it. You can be slow as long as you can catch, man. Let's see. Let's get a little bit more
Did
snippet
you live in a
from
van at one point?
I lived in a bus at one point, and then I
bus.
lived in a van.
Okay.
What's up with that?
Dude, so honestly, when I was in high school, somebody told me that they had an opportunity to buy a short bus for $100. And that just got my wheels spinning. I'm like, bro, for $100, you could put a couch in there. You put whatever you want. Just drive it around everywhere for nothing, you know? So it's been a dream of mine for a long time. And then I had the opportunity on govdeals.com to buy a used prison bus, 2002 Chevy Express, just a beautiful, beautiful vehicle. And I was able to turn it. This guy named Larry in Mendenhall, Mississippi, was able to change it out in his driveway in Mendenhall, Mississippi. He built it out for me. It was awesome, man. I lived in that for a little while. And now I got a van. It's my like forever van, you know. I really went all out and did it the right way. So it actually gets up here Sunday, man. So it's been kind of crazy being away from it for this long, but yeah, excited to get the van back.
Separation anxiety?
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's home. You know, always a safe spot there. But yeah, excited to get it.
You're not gonna live in the van though, right? You're getting a home in Vegas.
Where are you gonna park?
I'm getting a home.
Okay.
I'm getting a home, but like also the home, if it's not ready yet, like I'll split time between the hotel and the van. You know, you get cooped up. Like I get cooped up in like hotels and stuff.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Probably do some, you know, a good mix. But like, you know, when I was in Philly in OTAs, I'd just park in the parking lot. I'd sleep there, go in, get snacks. They got a bathroom, hot shower.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I go sneak in the weight room, get some stretching in. Like
This is real.
it's pretty great, dude.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, Thursday afternoon, I'd cruise out, you know, go camp for a couple days, bring it on back, so fresh, so clean, ready to go for another week of OTAs.
That's
So,
incredible.
It is
Yeah.
incredible.
You got any
Dead
places
serious.
in
Yeah.
Vegas like out there
Oh yeah, I've
that
already
you've got circled?
I've already been out a few of the spots around Vegas, and then now I'm gonna slowly expand my, you know, radius or circumference. That is, I believe. But yeah, get out to Utah. Hopefully, California's there. I went to Arizona the other day. Saw some naked people at a hot spring.
Lucky.
You didn't see them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. But you know, some areolas and you know, what are you gonna do?
What's better than that?
Bro, that's why I say, man, like this is a dude, bro. He's so laid back, he's so chill. You know what I mean? Like it is. He said went to Arizona, hot springs. You know what I mean? Saw some naked people. Oh, lucky you. Well, you didn't see them. Bro, that shit is hilarious. Oh man. Oh, and I needed that laugh yesterday too, bro. I must have fell out when I heard that shit yesterday, bro. I was dying. Oh man. Yeah, man. I'm just saying, bro. He seemed like a cool ass individual, bro. Like I feel like I could sit and have some drinks with Gardner Menshew, bro, and leave feeling like I left a comedy show, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, or like, bro, I'm just, bro, I don't know. I think he has that personality where people like him. You know what I mean? And as we all know, bro, you ain't gotta be the big woofer, the bad, you know, the guy who comes out and, you know what I mean? You gotta be a guy that motherfuckers is willing to go to war with, bro. And he seems like a guy I'd go to war with, bro. I would. I'd go to war with Gardner Menshew on my side, bro. I would. I like this dude, bro. Maybe it's because he remind me of a dude I grew up with that was just real laid back like that, real cool, just chill. You know what I mean? Not really a care in the world, just want to relax, just want to have fun, just want to enjoy life. You know what I mean? He kind of remind me of my dude. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like impartial to liking Gardner Minshew, but I like Gardner Minshew when he was in Jacksonville. You know what I mean? I wasn't rooting for Jacksonville, but when you see talent, bro, or see something in the form of talent, bro, if you truly love the game, you acknowledge it. You know, we can't have all the greatest players on our team, bro. There's some great players that never wore silver and black. We all know that. You know, and that's just how I look at the game. I like to hold my players above all, but in some cases you can't. In some cases you cannot do that. So they talked about the little ass boy. So I know we're running out of time in this power hour. So we're gonna jump back a little bit. Okay, let's go. There we go.
First choice. At what point did you think like, I got to talk to Maxx? But you guys had the little ass boy.
No, I knew it was coming, man. I know, you know,
like
we were on those tracks, and there was a collision course coming one way or another. I was looking forward to it, for real. Yeah. You know, you always like, you like the guys that talk shit and, have fun and like compete, that's like how I felt. Like, I'm not going to talk back because that didn't seem like a good idea for me at the time. But, was definitely fired up to get out here and, meet him, man. It's been super nice.
Yeah, the line
it's been so surprising.
He's just so angry.
He's so
mad. We'll play the clip on the episode, but I need a clarification. There was a clip of you explaining me being angry, and you're like, but he's really not that angry. And then what did you say at the end? You said, what was your last comment? I want you to break that one down for us.
Kept calling me a little guy, and I was like, I'm little out here, but not all the time.
We need to know why. We need clarification. What is going on?
That just is what it is. It's open to interpretation.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
Just leave it what it is. Just is what it is.
No, it's hilarious. No, it's that is too. My group chat, like my cousins and brother and them, and we're all in this huge group chat. And usually, like the people I get into beef with, like the Mahomes and different guys, Russell Wilson and shit, they're like, yeah, them. And then with you, everyone is like, I think I like him even more. I like him more than you.
Really well.
Awesome. Everyone's saying the same shit. I'm like, I don't even know how to take this. I'm like, I feel like an asshole now. I have no idea we're mic'd up. And this clip goes out. I'm like, what?
Oh man,
no idea.
Yeah, that's kind of what I felt too when I saw it. I'm like, what the heck?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Guns blazing, and you were so just even keeled, explaining on the sidelines, which is so classic.
It's actually a little bit later when we were beating their ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Now you're teammates. Now you can't fight each other.
Yeah, we're not playing.
I've actually met like a lot of the Raiders legends, which has kind of been cool. Met Fred Biletnikoff one time,
bro.
Dude, so sick.
The best.
Dude, just got tore up with him and Mike Leach.
Yes.
After. Dude, that's what they were both in there. Nah, never mind. I'm not gonna tell the story. Never mind.
You gotta give us a brief summary.
Nah, yeah. So I saw him. Well, all right. He everybody was pretty tore up at that time, and my dad, he's kind of a big guy, and he thought my dad was like a coach or something. He's like, "Hey, coach, how you doing?"
I got it now. I know exactly what Gardner Minshew reminds me of, bro. Moondog. Did y'all seen that movie with Matthew McConaughey and Snoop Dogg? He reminds me of the character McConaughey was playing Moondog. That is exactly when y'all say Uncle Rico, and that's cool, but Moondog, bro, that is exactly who he reminds me of, man. Moondog. What is the name of that movie? Movie starring Matthew McConaughey and Snoop Dogg. The Beach Bum. Yeah, if you get a chance, bro, check out The Beach Bum. That is exactly what he reminds me of, man. The Beach Bum. But, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the Sunday Night Power Hour, where we try to talk about as much as we can, you know what I mean, in an hour. Make no promises. Y'all know that I can't make any promises, but I'm going to do my best to show up every Sunday for the Sunday Night Power Hour, 9 o'clock West Coast time. So that's 12 o'clock on the East. I think 11 in the Central Standard Time or something like that. But I appreciate you guys as always, man. Please catch my brother Loon in the morning. You know what I mean? He's got all your Raider news that you need to have first thing in the morning. You know what I mean? Check out the Raider Rundown, Protect the Shield podcast, Pharaoh the NFL, Samoan Raider, Raider Rebel, Swan, SC. If I'm forgetting anybody, man, Raider Ben, Nate, man, check them out. Show them some love. Tune into their videos. I said, if I left anybody out here, I apologize. If you take it a certain type of way, then it is what it is. I'm not into the drama anymore. I try to keep it football. Other than that, I appreciate y'all as always. If you play golf, by all means, check out my channel. We Tea Talk. A lot of content coming there. Just been trying to make the right moves in the background so that when that one actually goes, it goes. Because that's not something I could just sit here and do. That channel won't be a lot of lives. If it is live, just know it'll be super early because it'll probably be on the golf course. But a lot of it is just me playing rounds of golf with different people, working on some interviews, some conversations, things of that nature. So, if you enjoy that game, shit, holla at me. Raider Roundtable is Thursday night. Not Thursday night, but Thursday. Just make sure you tune in. Make sure you're watching. There's going to be a lot going on. But ain't nobody going to give you the real like me and Loon, bro. Y'all know we don't sugarcoat nothing, bro. We keep it G. We don't always agree. But, hey, look, there'll be some people, too, to pull up and share their opinions as well. Raider Rebel. Yeah, I golf, bro. I golf. You can ask anybody. I golf, bro. I've done. Unfortunately, it's not here anymore. But I've done a live round of golf. I think it was for my birthday a couple of years ago. We went and played golf. Did 18 hours or something like that. 18-hour live. But yeah, I play and I travel too. But you got my info. Holler at me. Holler at me on IG in the DMs, because I think you're on the East Coast. I won't be on the East Coast, but I'll be in South Carolina in a couple of months. You know what I mean? So if you want to ride down that way or whatever and play, then shit, I'm all for it, bro. You know what I mean? I'm all for it. South Carolina got beautiful golf courses. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said, man, you know, there's content creators out here, man, that really keep it G. You know what I mean? So check them out, you know, show them love. For me, I keep it real, I keep it G. Bro, I ain't got the type of time that I used to have anymore. So that's why you don't see me that much. I don't have that type of time anymore right now. Working on getting it back, but as it stands, it's tough, man. It's tough. But I love y'all. I will be at the round table. I will be available talking with y'all, throwing my 2 cents in. I appreciate you as always. Like I said, 50 billion things on the face of the planet you could be doing. The fact that you allow me to grace your screen for any amount of time is greatly appreciated. More than I could verbally express. Shouts out to my boy Prezi. I saw the comment all eyes put up. That's big shit, man. Working with Mad Maxx over there doing his thing, man. Congratulations to my young nephew. Blessings to you all. As always, no matter how much it rains, you can never stop the sun from shining. Raider Nation, YouTube, go get your motherfucking sunshine, man. We out. Peace.